What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back. Medicated Sports Talk. It is a lovely Monday afternoon. Kind of lovely. It feels good outside, but it's kind of shitty outside, if you're looking at the sky and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it feels good outside. It was a great weekend, even though we had some rain and stuff. Got out there, longboarded. That shit was fun. Dude, I love longboarding. That stuff it is so fun. Like, you just hit that hill and you just go back and forth, and it just feels like you're on fucking air just floating. It's so fun. Man, I can't wait for just summer and just get off of work and come home, hit that longboard. Man, it's going to be nice. Yeah, I can't wait for that shit. So, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Why the fuck did the Cowboys go ahead and just hey, Dez Bryant, we're going to cut you. We're not even going to ask you for a pay cut. We're not even going to be like, yeah, you think this $16 million cap space and your performance, you think you could take a pay cut? It's just, we're just going to go ahead and split ways with you. Damn! You're going to do Dez Bryant like that? Our all-time receiving touchdown leader in Cowboy history, you're just going to go ahead and just say bye-bye? What are you doing? At least ask the man to be like, yo, can you take a pay cut? Instead of, hey, man, we're going to cut you. You got to go. And you know what? You might end up with the Eagles or the Giants or the Redskins. We might have to face you 2 times a season, but we're not worried about that because your production is not showing that you're even worth any of this money. And I get it. A $16 million cap space, that's huge. You could bring in a couple of players that could replace him. You could bring in, say, Earl Thomas from Seattle, You could go ahead and maybe move up in the draft and pick yourself a receiver, such as this Christian Kirk guy from Texas A&M. There's so many, options or behind-the-scene things that are happening, but why did we just cut him? I don't understand. He's such a red zone threat. When Tony Romo or Dak Prescott, they're in the red zone, it's just yo, we have that option to just throw it up and let Dez go up there, get it, and throw up the X. Now I understand he had those 3 over 1,000-yard seasons, and he was putting up 14 touchdowns, 16 touchdowns. And the past 3 seasons, I'm going to give you his exact yardage. So in 2015, he only played 9 games, granted. Okay. So let's not even count that, but he did get 400 yards. Okay. Next one, 796 yards. Next season, 2017, 838 yards. And he only had a total of 14 touchdowns in 2 seasons. Not even 100. I don't even think he had a 100-yard game, which is pretty bad considering how much money he's being paid. He's being paid as a top 5 receiver pretty much. And his production is bottom 20, bottom 25, He's not... when you would face the Cowboys a few years ago, you'd be like, damn, dude, we got to go up against Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant's looking that cornerback in the eye and, I'm going to dog you. But not anymore. It's just Dez Bryant going long or Dez Bryant running a slant, and I'm worried about him fumbling it. Granted, he has these problems. I'd still... See, that's the thing, is he wouldn't have taken a pay cut, and it's just I feel like we would have had to let him go, but I would have at least offered him a pay cut. Been you need to take a pay cut, we will be successful with you, you're a big red zone threat, you're a playmaker, but we just need you to take a pay cut, we need to reconstruct this contract so we can bring in other players and build our team to become a championship-winning team. But I don't even think that, Dez Bryant is just not that type of a player to, take that pay cut. He's not a Larry Fitzgerald who's absolutely, yeah, I'll take that pay cut. Let's get it going. When Tony Romo signed that huge contract and then got hurt, he was I'll take the pay cut. Obviously Dez Bryant's not hurt, but he's not putting up the numbers that he's being paid for. So it sucks to see him go, but, there's a lot of young receivers in the draft. I really like that guy from Texas A&M. He's a big receiver. He kind of reminds me of like a Mike Evans type athletic freak. He'd be huge in the red zone. He'd be great to replace Dez Bryant. I mean, granted, we have an Allen Hurns, Cole Beasley, Terrence Williams. That's okay. Allen Hurns still is like, I don't know, the man's got to prove himself to me. I don't know, I'm excited to see where Dak Prescott, how he comes in on his third year. I want to see him definitely progress a lot more. Hopefully we won't lose Zeke again and put a lot of the weight on Dak Prescott, because we saw what happened. He just completely fell off. It looked like he didn't even belong in the NFL. It was heartbreaking to watch, man. It really was. And I think if he can just, if we can get some receivers in there, we get their offensive line healthy, I think with Zeke coming in, no suspensions, nothing weighing on his shoulders or, controversy, drama. I think Zeke's going to be coming in locked in. I think Dak's going to be locked in. I think Dak has a lot to prove. A lot of people are already counting him out, to be honest. And I mean, that's why it's just like, all right, cool, we don't have Dez Bryant, but I mean, we got probably one more year of Jason Witten. And I mean, it's going to be tough to watch. It's going to be hard. If we don't, we better draft some receivers and possibly work on getting a free safety and a strong safety, because we're moving Byron Jones back to safety. I mean, back to cornerback where he fucking belongs, man. And Orlando Scandrick's gone. We need to bring in someone. I'll take Earl Thomas for right now, if the money's right. I mean, with Dak Prescott and him not having that number one receiver and that connection and brotherhood that he had with Dez Bryant, I'm really hoping he can, in this offseason, gain a sort of really good chemistry with one of these receivers. Maybe say Allen Hurns. I know we signed someone else. I can't remember his name. From Buffalo, I believe. But, Dak Prescott and Cole Beasley, they have great chemistry. It's just Cole Beasley's 5'7", 5'6", or 5'8", one of those. He's a small dude. He's a slot receiver. He's like the Wes Welker, and he's great. I mean, 2 years ago, he led our team in receptions, and this past season, our offense just looked so out of whack. We had so many distractions. Was Zeke going to be suspended every single week, and then he wasn't? And it's how do you just prepare for something week in and week out? And you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it does make sense. I mean, it's a business. Things happen. Shit happens. And then this is you see their professional side, and Zeke handled everything professionally every time he came in. He went to work. When fucking Kobe was being accused of rape, he would just go ball out. Put up 60 points a game. Zeke would just go in, put up 100 yards a game. He had this best game against Green Bay, and then, it's they're talking about, he won't be suspended, and then bam, he is suspended. So that's hard on the team, and then Dak Prescott's, trying to worry, well, who am I? Am I preparing for Alfred Morris? Because Alfred Morris is a completely different running back than Ezekiel Elliott. And then am I preparing with Darren McFadden? Because Darren McFadden's a completely different running back than those other two running backs. I mean, it's just, hopefully the Cowboys, they can get past this Dez Bryant, drama of cutting him and, how could you cut him, and just move past it. And, bring in a wide receiver, preferably someone who's a big-time receiver. And just watch him. Maybe Dak and this new wide receiver can become best buds like him and Dez Bryant were, and just fucking get a connection and, put up the numbers, and that we are used to seeing in the 2016 offense of the Dallas Cowboys of, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, yo, they look good, but I mean, every year that the Cowboys look good, or look good on paper, you know, they just come in and bomb it. So we'll see. I mean, I know the draft's coming up next week, and I'm excited to see what the Cowboys do. I mean, I feel like our two biggest positions now, really, are definitely, you know, safety for me, and definitely a wideout now. I mean, we got Allen Hurns, like I said, and we have Cole Beasley, but we need that number one guy we can definitely count on. And, yo, I'm just going to go, like, I'm just saying that Christian Kirk, like, yo, I want him. Like, I want him. Oh, shit, dude. You know what? I mean, damn, he only is 5'11", but, like, he's just got, like, that build when I say, like, of Mike Evans. Like, you know, just, like, his arms and shoulders, like, he's just, like, a really strong, big dude. But he's only 5'11", granted. But, I mean, Antonio Brown's 5'11". Some of the best receivers are 5'11". Steve Smith was 5'9", 5'10". And I mean, especially when you're so quick and good and strong, and I don't know, I'm okay with Dez Bryant, honestly, leaving. We can go ahead and not have the antics on the sidelines and him complaining about I want the ball and then not doing anything with it. But I would have liked a pay cut, like I've been saying. At least ask for a pay cut, but, you know, it's business. It is. That's how things go. What do you guys think? I mean, currently I'm seeing that the Ravens are eyeing Dez Bryant, and honestly, that's not even a bad decision because, I mean, with Dez Bryant always running go routes and Joe Flacco with that big arm, that could be a huge connection, especially because Dez Bryant's a big dude. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, would you have kept Dez Bryant with that $16 million cap space, even though his progression has pretty much declined? Do you believe in him, or would you have asked him to take a pay cut? Or do you agree with the Cowboys and just saying, all right, adios, man, like, our time here is done, like, thank you. Thank you for becoming our all-time receiving touchdown leader, but this is a business and it's time to go. Thank you for all you've done here. What would you have done? Just let me know, guys. Let me know. Hit me up, comments, follow me on Instagram, Medicated Sports. Check me out on my YouTube. Hit the link. All right, guys, Medicated Sports Talk. I am out.